Hi everyone. So today we're going to be discussing how to submit pictures onto Canvas and just bypass entire figuring out how to type it all into their text editor. So once we're ready to submit our work, we're going to take a picture of it first. So I'm actually going to take two pictures. One, I'm going to have my phone in the portrait orientation, and then the other I'm going to have my phone in the landscape orientation. You'll see why this is important later on. And so once we're done taking our pictures, we're going to head to our web browser. In my case, it's going to be Safari since I'm on an iPhone. We're going to go to Google. We're going to get to our Gmail. Once we get to our Gmail, we're going to compose and we're going to address this email to ourselves. And really, you can address it to any account that you yourself can access on the device that you're taking the test on. And all right, so under the subject header, you'll be able to see this little paperclip icon. And once you click that paperclip, you can attach a file. And since I already took two pictures beforehand, I'm going to select Photo Library. So I'm going to go to my photo library, and I'm going to select that first image that I took, hit done, and then it'll start attaching. So if we want to submit multiple pages of work, or let's say that our work just runs on for more than just one sheet of paper, or we can just repeat this process again. Okay, so once both of these files are attached, and you can tell when they're attached by looking at the status, whether it says attaching underneath or just attached. And so these are both attached, as you can see. And then we'll just send that to ourselves. And the rest of this will be done on our device from which we're going to be taking the test on. Hi, everyone. So what we've done is that we've already just emailed ourselves those pictures. And so let's pretend that this is our test screen. And I'm going to want to go to a new tab, navigate to my Gmail, and find the email that I just emailed to myself. Okay, so this email is going to contain whichever pictures that I wanted to submit. So let's download both of those. Okay, and so in my recent downloads folder, I'm going to be able to see these, I think. Yes. And so let's try to rename these just to make them more convenient. Let's call this one landscape, because this is the picture that we took in the landscape orientation. Let's name this one. Let's name this one portrait. Okay. So we've got those two renamed. And so if you have multiple pages of work, let's say that you have like questions 1 through 4 on one page and the questions 5 through 8 on another, it's going to be a lot easier for you when you're submitting the work to rename it first, if you have the time, of course, but it's going to be a lot more convenient. Okay. So we're just going to navigate back to our testing tab, and we're going to want to right click on account, open link in new tab. This gets us to our user profile. Let's go to files. And then we're going to have to create a new folder in My Files. So let's create a new folder. Let's call it sample work, for example. You can name it whatever you want. And then let's go find that folder, click on the folder, and we're going to begin uploading the files that we just downloaded. All right, so let's upload portrait and let's upload landscape. Okay, so those two are fully loaded. We're going to want to, sorry about that, we're going to want to navigate to our testing page, see where all these symbols are. We want to go to the embed image symbol, click on it, head to Canvas, go to My Files, and find the folder that you just created. In our case, it was named Sample Work. Let's load in the portrait one first. Okay, we're going to update. And what we see with the portrait one is that this picture is actually sideways within the Canvas interface. All right, well, let's see what happens when we uh, embed the landscape one. So back to sample work, so same process and landscape. Let's see what happens when we put that one in. Okay, so great. Once we put the landscape one in, it's going to be upright. So I would recommend that you guys all take the pictures on your phone in a landscape orientation so that it's going to be easier for your teachers to grade. All right. Yep. And that's once you're done, you got all your work submitted, and just hit submit or post reply, and everything will be taken care of. All right. Thank you very much.